Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click that like button to help spread the word about watchJojo, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. This huge atomic bomb-proof vault is opened every night for 3 incredibly important documents. Underneath a government building in Washington, D.C. lies a vault strong enough to withstand an atomic blast. Each night a door opens and 3 precious documents are then secreted inside. In fact, these documents symbolize the very foundation of the United States. The vault's located beneath the National Archives building, a neoclassical structure built in Washington in the 1930s. It was first commissioned in 1953 when officials at the archives were looking for a safe place to house some of their most valuable exhibits. So they turned to the Mosler Safe Company for a solution. The Ohio-based firm had in fact already built a bank vault in the Japanese city of Hiroshima, a vault that withstood an atomic bomb blast in 1945. Furthermore, it was also responsible for safeguarding gold at Fort Knox, the United States Bullion Depository in Kentucky. The system that the Mosler Safe Company came up with was certainly secure. As a matter of fact, it constructed a 55-ton vault from reinforced concrete and steel and installed it 20 feet below the National Archives building. When the vault was built, the United States was living under the fear and uncertainty of the Cold War. In line with security concerns of the time, it was constructed to survive the blast of a bomb as well as shocks and fire. During the day, the vault's contents were exhibited above ground in a display hall within the National Archives building. However, at night, something pretty amazing happened. A button was pressed and a special elevator then drew the priceless artifacts down into the safety of the vault. But what historical relics could possibly require such an intense level of protection? Well, simply put, this special vault was designed to house what are amongst the most valuable documents in the U.S., the Charters of Freedom. The Charters of Freedom consist of 3 of the most significant documents in American history. Together, the United States Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution enshrine the very principles of which modern America was built. The oldest of the 3 documents is the Declaration of Independence, which was ratified on July 4, 1776. Before then, the 13 colonies that made up the east coast of North America had been subject to British rule. In 1775, however, the American Revolutionary War broke out, and the colonies declared themselves independent. The Declaration, drafted by Thomas Jefferson, was the official statement of this fact. In it, Jefferson laid out the colonies' reasons for wanting to break from the United Kingdom. It also contained the famous statement that all men are created equal. This quote is thought to be among the most well-known sentences ever written in the English language. Although Jefferson made several drafts of the Declaration, there's only one copy that's widely regarded as the original. Signed by 56 members of Congress, it makes up a third of the trio of highly treasured documents that sit in the National Archives vaults. The second notable document is the collection of the original copy of the United States Constitution. Signed by delegates of 12 of the 13 states on September 17, 1787 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the document outlines many of the laws that still form the backbone of the United States today. The purpose of the Constitution was to unite a divided America, creating one national government to rule over the states. At 4 pages long, it was in fact the first document of its kind to be created. Over the years, the Constitution has been amended 27 times, with each change simply added on to the end of the original 1787 document. Today, meanwhile, these pages are housed in the National Archives alongside the Declaration of Independence and a third iconic document, the Bill of Rights. After the signing of the original Constitution, there were concerns among anti-federalists that the document gave the United States government too much power. To address this, a series of amendments were then proposed that became known as the Bill of Rights. Consisting of 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights aimed to protect personal freedoms and place certain restrictions on governmental power. Many of the rights we take for granted today were first enshrined here, such as the rights to freedom of speech and religion. Originally, 14 copies of the Bill of Rights were made, one for each of the 13 states and an additional copy for Congress. The latter copy found its way to the National Archives, where it's been on display since 1952. At the National Archives, the Charters of Freedom were encased in hermetically sealed compartments to prevent deterioration. However, conservators began to notice damage to the glass cases, and in 2001 the documents were removed so that vital preservation work could be carried out. In today's age of security fears, the charters are apparently seen as a potential target, and even more extreme security measures have been taken to protect them. Now they're housed in a brand new $110 million vault when not on display, although the exact details of the system are top secret. Please don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive everything that's new.